Welcome to 12 load detection builds in 8 minutes for Payday 2. This is just a brief overview to show you the highlight of each individual build. All builds are loud oriented, but the first one is obviously Stealth. This build is based upon the Hacker perk deck, which you can find all the way down from where Crew Chief is. This lets us use Pocket ECM instead of a throwable, which can delay pages if used properly and interrupt camps for up to 6 seconds. This build can everything stealth related. Intimidation, skill saw, jack of all trades, C4, fully skill driven, you name it. And it offers lots of room to conceal your favorite weapons. This said, I've picked the Akimbo Tatonka SMG with an LED combo as primary weapon and the Judge shotgun to shoot enemies over or behind obstacles as secondary weapon. Last but not least, I'm using the utility knife to slit their throats open from behind. Bank. The bank build was based on the stealth build, but it is slightly modified for efficiency for all the other bank heists, so it can be played in stealth and loud alike thanks to the Anarchist perk deck. For a stealth-only approach, I would recommend to bring a Bernetti 9 pistol as secondary weapon and body bag cases as secondary equipment. For a loud approach, I'd recommend the Para SMG as weapon and the medic bags as the secondary equipment. With either approach, the OVE 9000 SAW is your primary weapon and the two ammo bags are your primary equipment. Transporter. Similar to the bank build, but this one is focused on all the transport heists, with the exception of the train heist. This build could also be played with the grinder deck if you prefer, or if you don't have any DLCs, you can use either the armorer or the hitman deck with a combined tactical vest. Simply place 4 of the 6 charges on one of the transporters and blow up the door. Use the saw for the deposit boxes and grab the bag to trigger the escape arrival. Sneaky Sentry. This build is just lovely to sneak Mall Crasher for a bit on Deathwish, and be fully prepared for when it turns loud thanks to the Anarchist perk deck. The combination of the Akimbo Power SMG as primary and the China Pop 40mm grenade launcher as secondary weapon is just awesome. With everything in engineering skill, we get a new kind of sentries, so we can bring 2 kinds of sentries, suppressed and loud ones, resulting in a total of 6 sentries, split up in 4 silenced ones and 2 loud ones. Just keep in mind to place them in a way that each loud sentry is covered by at least 2 to 3 suppressed sentries. Otherwise, they will get broken fast on Deathwish. Rambo. As the name suggests, this one is all about rapid fire weapons. It doesn't matter what you prefer to shoot with, SMG, LMG or an assault rifle, doing 2 kills will increase your reload speed by up to 100%. I've picked the Car 4 as primary because it's highly moddable, has decent damage and great ammo pickup. As secondary, I prefer the 5.7 AP pistol in most cases over all other options available. This build is all about combat. Inspired, 244 armor, 25% reduced damage intake, up to 250 more damage thanks to Berserker, lots of crits, 24%, and on top of that we have Swan Song to clear up what's left while we go down. Shotgun. As far as I know, this is the only meta with which load detection is achievable, as it uses Anarchist as well. It comes with the Itzma as primary and Judge as secondary shotguns. Not much to say other than it is a pure damage build. Sniper. I love this build, even more so since I'm using the Grom sniper rifle as a hallway cleaner and the Para SMG for close combat. Although the load detection is only for the crits, 30%, when I wanted to see how far I could push this, I accidentally completed the Scarface mission completely in stealth. And if you do need to do some anger management, I highly recommend to use this build on No Mercy with Hydra mutators set to 2 or 3. You'll love seeing all those helmets fly around. Because thanks to Gray's Ace, those hallways will be a lot more empty than you'd expect with this mutator. Jimmy the Maniac. A man and his deck. I just love this one too, makes lots of fun but can be tricky at times. I certainly wouldn't recommend this build to any new players, unless I recognize them as killing machines. To achieve this killing machine effect for me, I needed to build around shotguns, so I'm using the It's My Anti-Charge here as well. For this build I wanted to change from the medic bags and use first aid kits to heal instead. Having them aced allows you to bring up to 14 of them to the fight, and when previously placed at strategic places, like next to a drill, it can even help to avoid getting down as it gets automatically consumed by anyone within range of 5 meters. Minigun. This one is just for fun, using the Vulcan minigun and the 5.7 AP pistol for all daily combat purposes. What could better fit to a minigun than Bulletstorm? In its basic form, the more ammo we reload on all weapons, the longer, up to 5 seconds, we get to shoot without using any ammo at all. But since we have aced it and shoot all weapons empty before we reload, we can now shoot up to 15 seconds before we use ammo again. Using Bulletstorm with Berserker and crits, while 244 armor protect from 25% reduced damage intake, is just awesome. Mr. X. An anarchist by heart, but as a former special agent he still prefers the Car 4 and the 5.7 AP pistol as his weapons. He prefers to be sneaky, even with ECM if necessary, but when he turns loud, he's also the first at the front line. Even though this is an ECM rush build, I played it successfully on Hoxton Breakout, with 0 downs on Mayhem with randoms and just 2 downs on Deathwish with a friend. Sole Survivor, the VIP of every Fallout Congress, and as such demands to have 2 converted bodyguards at all times. Just like Mr. X, he had a military training as well, but prefers to use a loud Car 4 with a 5.7 AP pistol. He's got an inspiring personality and lots of experience as a hostage taker. And all the people were in shock and awe when Iron Man hit the bullseye on how Soul Survivor had wasted his 9 lives for that basic martial arts training. Grim Dragon. What do dragons do when they are grim? They spit fire and burn everything. So does the Kimber Brothers Grimm with Dragon's Breath ammo and the Judge with explosives ammunition. Dragons inspired lots of heisters to do an overkill on damage, so they would die hard, and even with extra lead, basically they are still a high value target. But what is a dragon, other than a grinder for gold? This is a crime spree build, focused on going fast and easy to around crime spree levels 200 to 400. I hope you could get some inspiration or want to check out the actual builds in my Steam guide, link in the description below. If you like this video, a thumbs up would be very appreciated. Thank you for watching and happy heisting holidays!